Hello everyone, my name is Aruhi and welcome to my channel. So guys, in my today's video, I'll show you how you can use LangGraph and DeepSeek R1 model to build a chatbot. So first I'll show you how to download this DeepSeek R1 model, and then we will use that downloaded DeepSeek R1 model with LangGraph to build a chatbot. So let's start. So guys, if you have Ollama already in your PC, then don't download it again. But if you don't have Ollama installed in your PC, then click on this download. When you'll click on this download, after that you'll see the setup in your downloads folder like this. Double click on it and follow the on-screen instructions, and then you will have the Ollama installed. Once you install the Ollama, just open command prompt and here write Ollama. And if you're seeing this kind of screen, that means Ollama is successfully installed. Now the next step is, see here, DeepSeek R1, click on it and you will be redirected to this page. And here guys, click on this arrow and you will see the different variants of this model, and this is 1.5 billion parameter model, and the size of this model is 1.1 GB, and then we have 7 billion parameter model and the size of this model is 4.7 GB. In the same way, these are the different variants, and this one 671 billion parameter model and the size of this model is 404 GB, and this is the biggest model of this DeepSeek R1. But in our today's tutorial, we are going to use this 7 billion model, and the size of this model is this. And to use this model, you will copy this from here, just copy it from here, go to your command prompt and then paste it here and then hit enter. In my case guys, I have already executed this command, so I have already downloaded this DeepSeek R1 model. So in my case, what will happen, it will start the chatting directly, means we can chat with this DeepSeek R1 LLM directly. But if in your case, if you are running this command for the first time, then it will take time to download this model first and then you can chat with this model. So let me run this command. So as I've told you, in my case, I have already downloaded this model, so I can directly chat with the model. So let's write hi. So when I wrote hi, then this is the reply from the model. So this model is successfully working on my PC. Now let's see the next step. Next step is to use this model with LangGraph to build a chatbot. So whenever you want to create any project, the first thing is to install the requirements. So that is what we are going to do now. We will install all the requirements now. So guys, before that, let me show you the Python version I'm using. So the Python version is 3.10.11. First thing is to install LangChain community and LangGraph. I have already executed this step. So in my case, requirement will be satisfied. So first we are installing this LangChain, LangGraph and LangChain community. So requirement is already satisfied because I have already performed this step. Once you install LangChain, LangGraph and LangChain community, next step is to install LangChain Ollama. Write it like this and then hit enter. So requirement is already satisfied. So that's it guys. These are the two things which you need to run our today's code. Now we can open Jupyter Notebook and start working. So for my today's tutorial, I have created a demo folder, this demo folder, and now let's work inside this folder only. Go to this new Python 3 and you will have a Jupyter Notebook. First, let me show you LangChain and LangGraph version. See, the LangChain version I'm using is 0.3.17 and the LangGraph version is this. Now let's write this code to get the LLM first. So I'm just importing Ollama LLM from this module, and this is how you can use DeepSeek R1 model. So how we are using it? We are getting the DeepSeek R1 model from Ollama LLM. So that's it guys. By writing this, you have DeepSeek R1 LLM now. Now let's write a code to develop a chatbot using LangGraph, and first I'm importing these modules. list and dictionary module from typing. This module is needed when we want to create the state. State is a memory of chatbot. So for that we need these two modules. And guys, if you don't know the basics of LangGraph, then please check this video and understand what is state, what is node, what is edge, what is state graph is, and then how these things work together. Then please check this video, because in my today's tutorial I'm not going to cover the basics. So this is the next module here. Start and end means start node, end node. State graph is a state machine. Using this state graph, we will create a state machine. And this we have already imported in the in this cell over here. So I am not writing it here again. So using this class, we are creating a state. State is the memory of a chatbot, where the chatbot will store all the previous messages of user and a bot. So this is how you create state dictionary, and this class will give you the list of dictionaries. List of dictionaries simply means whatever user will type, that will get stored in a separate dictionary, and then bot will reply to that question which user asked. That thing will be stored in a separate dictionary. So like this, here you can see for each message of user and bot we have a separate dictionary, and all these dictionaries are present in a list. So this is what this list of dictionary means, and this is how you are going to create the memory of the chatbot. Now the next step is to initialize the state graph. So this is how you can initialize it. So we have imported the state graph over here. So I have a variable. In that variable, I'm calling that state graph. I'm initializing the state graph, and we are providing the state to it. Now LLM we have already defined. So just copy this from here. Let's save it in LLM variable. So this is the LLM which chatbot will use to answer the user's query. Now let's create a function which will perform the chatbot task. The chatbot task is, it will take the user input, it will run the LLM on it, and it will give you a response. So we will write all that task in one function, and this is the function. See here. So this is a simple function. Function name is chatbot, and this state means this state, all the previous messages. And in this function, we are calling the LLM on the message which user asked, and we are storing the response in the response variable. Then we are appending the state messages, the messages over here, right? We are appending the messages with the response which chatbot gave. The role assistant content response, the response which LLM generated, we appended this response in the messages list. So this is how every time when user will ask any question and then bot will reply, all those messages will be appended in this state messages, right? So this is our function. So next step is, see, we are using LangGraph. So in LangGraph, for every task we use node, and then we use edges which tells the connection between those nodes. So for our today's task also, we need to use those nodes and edges in order to make a graph, right? So how our graph will work? So first we will have a start node. Start node will start the work. Then there will be a chatbot node. Chatbot node will perform, take the user question and will give us a reply. And then we have an end node which will end the task. So this is how we can write that graph builder. So here, this is a graph builder, and here we have a state graph. This state graph is acting as a state machine. State machine simply means it controls the flow of information between the nodes, means it controls the overall process, means after which node what should be the next node, means the output of which node should go to which node, like this. So first we are adding a node. Which node we are adding? The name of the node is chatbot, and the task, what task this node will perform? The task which is mentioned in this chatbot function. Okay, so we need only one node because we have only basic function, chatbot function, which will answer the user's question. So we have only one node. Then graph builder dot add edge. Add edge means we want to establish the connection, right? Start node. First of all, we'll have a start node. We are creating the connection of start node with chatbot node, this node. So guys, start node and end node, we can take it from here only, so we are not creating it manually. So start node is connected with the chatbot node, then chatbot node is connected with the end node. So this is how you can create the graph. Now to run the graph, you first need to compile it. So to compile the graph, this is how you can compile, .compile, graph builder .compile. Now our graph is compiled. Next step is to run this code. Now let's see how to run this code. So guys, this is how you can run the code. User will ask the question. This will give you an input box where user will ask a question. If user typed quit, exit or queue, then the process will be finished there only. If not, if user typed something else, then that user input will go to stream graph update function. Now let's see what this stream graph update function does. So we have this stream graph update function over here, and the parameter which we are providing to this function is user's input. Whatever user typed will become the input here. So let's say user typed hi, so we have hi over here, and then we are storing the user message into the state, into the chatbot's memory, like this: role user, content user input. And if user typed hi, so we will have hi over here. Okay, and then when the state is updated, that state will go to the graph. Which graph? So remember this graph over here, what we have in this graph? In this graph, we have defined how the process should flow. So first the work will start with the start node, and then chatbot node will be used, and then end node. So graph.stream, and whatever is there in the memory of a chatbot in the state, will be the input to it. Okay, so now user message hi, that hi goes to this graph and start node, and then we have chatbot node, and for chatbot node this functionality will be performed. So hi message is here. LLM, we are providing that hi message to LLM. LLM generated the response for hi, and then the response of chatbot is getting appended in the state. Okay, and then we are, see in this function again, after that we are showing the response on the screen to the user. So this is what's happening. So let's run it. We have this text box. We got this text box because of this input. Now let's write hi. When we wrote hi, so this is the reply from our chatbot. DeepSeek R1 replied this back. And then now let's ask another question. What is AGI? Now this is the reply of the chatbot again. So guys, this is how you can use LangChain with DeepSeek R1, and I have given the link of this code in description section. You can get this code from there. And guys, I hope this video is helpful, and if you like my content, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.